I can't believe I'm saying it, but we've got paint on the walls. It went up over the weekend and I'm really pleased with it. I'll show you around in a minute. Only one end of the living room, so where the piano and up that end is still the same, you'll see. And hopefully this weekend we'll see it kind of finished. But in the meantime, we're still living in chaos, and every day I try and put things back together. And like last week I was like, right, I'm going to try and put the house back together, but there's no point because it just gets undone again, and it's really starting to chip away at my mood. And it doesn't help that it's cold and dark. I'm under the weather. I've still got a cold. I just cannot shift it. I just feel like I'm going to forever have this bunged up nose. But yeah, my mood is just really taking a dive, and it's probably hormonal as well. Because, yeah, my period's probably due soon. I don't know, I lose track. But, yeah, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of the mess, honestly. But it's all for the greater good. And I just keep thinking, to myself, like, the children are just going to have this memory of our house always being in chaos. But I just need to, like, rein my brain back in and just be like, oh, calm down. In a week's time, the decorating will be done for the year. I do not plan on doing any more decorating this year. I'm done in with it all, and we'll just focus on the garden instead. And it will just be orderly and back to normal. But oh god, it's doing me in. Anyway, so today is Wednesday. We've got clubs later, which is fine. I don't have to remember to do anything to do with their clothes this week because they've got a non-uniform day at school today, so they're already wearing clothes that they can wear to dance later. I just got to remember to take snacks for them. Otherwise, the plan for today is to try and do a little bit of tidying, but there's not much I can do. It's just chaos. And I do need to make some more paninis. I also need to, so basically I sat down with the children last night. It was like a family meeting, although just me and the kids, half the family, but most of the family. And I just said to them, look, these are the points I want to discuss. They all were like, is this bad news? What's happening? I don't think we've ever had a family meeting in our life. I don't think. I was like, no, nothing like that. I want us to all agree on certain points. So I wanted to agree what their chores were going to be, and just to, like, so some of them swapped around their chores. And I said, at the moment, there's no real, like, if you don't do them, I can nag, have you done them? But there's no kind of, not accountability, but time can go on and I won't know, have you done it this week, or was it 2 weeks ago you did it, or da-da-da-da-da. Because they get pocket money. So they get pocket money as long as they are contributing members of the family or of the household. And I said, you know, sometimes you get pocket money because it's just an automated thing with Go Henry, and actually you probably didn't even deserve it that week, namely Grace, because she just, you know, is bone idle. So they came up with the idea that they would like a checklist. So on a Friday, they can go through, down the check. Yes, my room's been kept, it doesn't have to be pristine, but just tidy. There's not clothes all over the floor when I've washed them and they're on the floor. You know, kept my room tidy. I've done my chores of the week. I've done my homework all week. I've helped, you know, setting the table, and I've, you know, just been pleasant to everyone, you know, just nice, a contributing member to the household. They can check that all off, and if they've done it, then they get their pocket money. I said, fine, that's fine. Then I wanted to talk about the actual chores that they do. So some of them they swap around. Then I wanted to talk about screen time, because as you know, I'm on this, you know, one-woman mission to make us a, you know, overall healthier family with our eating, and technology and screen time has been a point of contention with mainly Grace again, teenager. and she hasn't liked that I've just, you know, imposed these rules. So I said, fine, we'll sit down together and we'll go through it together, and you can help to, you know, I don't want to make it so that you don't have any internet and actually you need it because you're doing homework. So let's create a plan. So we sat down together and we, you know, she sort of said, actually, what I would really find useful is if we had an after school routine. She said, morning, I have a routine for the morning. I get up, I make breakfast, I get dressed, sort my books out, pack my bag, and then we go. She said, I would actually appreciate, can we come up with a routine for after school? Fine, I mean, I love a routine, so yes, of course. You know, I didn't want to impose a routine before, because I don't want them to feel like I am dictating how they spend their time. But if they want one, well, that's different. So, you know, it's going to be get home, have a snack, they're going to do homework straight away. And so, you know, they'll have internet for that time, because both schools need internet. They have apps that they have to do, like times table practice, and then, you know, like Grace has a Chromebook that she has to log in and whatever. So they need internet for that. And then I said, you know, and then after that you can do your chores, any music practice, Duolingo, they do Duolingo. So I said, you know, if we give you till 6 o'clock and then there's no internet after that, fine. And she sort of was like, yeah, but my friends. I was like, do you know what, you don't owe anyone 24/7 access to you. They will, if it's a real emergency, you're not going to be the person that they're going to be contacting in an emergency. So you just don't, it's fine. I didn't even have a mobile phone at her age. I was fine. I would see my friends at school. If I really needed someone, I'd ring a landline. Nobody does that anymore. So she's just, they can speak to her the next day. So she agreed. She's like, fine. And then we agreed weekends, you know, the sort of times that they can, you know, and if they want to, like, they love Minecraft, fine. I'm not the devil. I'm not just going to be like, right, you can never go on anything ever again. I appreciate that this is the time that we live in, but it's not just you can just have it whenever. So we agreed times, and they seemed happy, and I think it's because I involved them. But anyway, so today my job is to create a list for things that they tick off, so that then they know that they've been contributing members, and then I might make like a visual thing of their timetable, not timetable, that, you know, their routine, to prompt them, because they might not remember. And then that's it for that. I've got lots of work to do. I went out on Monday for a friend's birthday, like in the day, went out for cake and a coffee with her, and what with decorating and everything, I've really not done any work for like 3 days now, so I have to do some work, otherwise I'm going to have people angrily emailing me. I don't know what else to do. I just feel really like unable to focus on anything because the house is just in such a mess. But anyway, let me show you what we've done. Now obviously there is no artwork on the walls or anything, so you can't, you know, obviously I don't even know, I don't know what's going to go there. But as you can see, so before it was grey. If you look over here, that's what it was like before. And now I've got these nice crisp lines, very pleased with myself. So it's white above, white ceiling, and then this, you can't really get a sense of the colour. That's a very good, that's the colour. That is the colour. It looks greener, oh, I don't know now, but that is the colour there. But yeah, so we've got nice all the way on that side, all the way around. We didn't have the picture rail on the chimney breast, so that is now all the way up to the ceiling. Here I've stained all the shelves as well, so they're not just, you know, light pine anymore, they've been stained a bit. And then picture rail to there, and then all the way around. But you see it sort of looks a bit greener there, I don't know, and like, yeah, the chimney breast looks really green to me, although on camera it looks about the same. But it's the same colour as that. But when I'm looking, see, to me on the screen here, that looks the same as that now, but my eyes don't want to believe it. It keeps saying, oh no, I need to repaint those because they're not the same, but I can clearly see here they are the same. But anyway, but yes, we have got just mess, like all the dust sheets, old curtains for dust sheets, all just stuff. And then going to this end, just stuff, you know, the ladder's out, just, oh, it's just bedlam. And then where I've been clearing things, there's boxes here, and then the kitchen. Fred is now there because he's been moved because he can't be in the dining room or in the living room while we're painting. And just everywhere, just needs some love and tidying. But yeah, the hallway, we've got a car seat in the hallway. I don't know, but I'm really pleased with it. I'm really pleased with the edging. I went along with all the, not Gorilla Tape, what's it called, frog tape, the frog tape, and did all the, you know, so it was a crisp line under the white. So in the living room, the dado rail, we painted green and just white was above, but in here I wanted the rail to be the white, and so then the green is underneath, and it's a different green. But yeah, I'm just really pleased with it. It just feels more deliberate, but I just don't know. I don't know, what do you think? Have you got any ideas on what, you know, there's the sofa there. I mean, in our old house we had you know, the millions of frames that are upstairs. Some of them were up the stairs, and some were above our bed, and some were above our sofa. And I don't know whether to do that again or not. I don't know. I don't know if I want a picture wall. So I'm just going to live with it blank for a bit until some inspiration strikes me. But yeah, so it's just this end now. We're going to swap so the piano's on this wall, but that's going to go over here, and then the sideboard is going to go there. And then Fred will be in the corner there. Yeah, I don't know. Just don't know. But it's just, oh, it's just so much chaos, and it just does not do my brain any good at all. First things first is do my 3 chores, which I'm behind on because I came and chatted to you first. So let's do that. I don't need this. This is our like homework tub. Do you know what? I'm going to tidy that today, actually. Gets on my nerves. It's so full of rubbish. So behind on washing. still overflowing. What can I do? Nothing. Just keep going. So this is our homework. It's become sort of a catch-all, but actually we just don't need. No, they're both right-handed. They're William's left-handed scissors. Okay, so oh, they're left-handed, right? So if they have those, and they could be in the drawer. Right, so that's useful. Useful. Oh my God. Never any sharp pencils. So I can sharpen some pencils. Tackling little jobs like this, that will take me 5 minutes or so, maybe 10 minutes because I'm slow, is better than just thinking, right, I'm gonna, like with decluttering or tidying or anything, if you try and do it all in one go, it's just unmanageable. But if I can just do this today, which is a job I don't think I've done in a good few years, and the children certainly never sort through it, but it will mean that's one less thing that needs sorting, and eventually if you gradually sort through various bits, it all gets done. Like crayons, we just don't need crayons anymore, we can give them away. Because William doesn't need crayons and no one else uses them. We do need good sharp colouring pencils. Don't need paintbrushes in there. A biro that's broken. And we won't need all of these colouring pencils either, so I'll just have like 2 of each colour, say. And then, what I want is one of the, well, I don't need, I want though, but I will never have, a electric sharpener. I had one when I was teaching, I had one, which is brilliant. Right, okay, so I just need to find the sets for those. That's better, isn't it? Much nicer. They won't know themselves. Right. Good. So what I'm going to do now is try and create some sort of checklist. I use, for things like this, I use Canva. You can just sign up for free and it's brilliant because it does have templates and things, but I just don't think they're going to have a template. So I just want A4 portrait. Do I want portrait? Which is easier? Their names along the top, probably, and then, or is it easier for them to see their name? Yeah, actually it is, isn't it? So I'll do it landscape. Start again. A4 landscape. I've done a quick thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be beautiful or anything. And I'm just going to add in some lines to separate the different bits. That's a bit fat. Can I make that thinner? I don't know. Yes. Oop. There we go. And then I need to duplicate that to there. Duplicate again to there, duplicate there. So that's all the same. I want that all a bit lower down, I think. Like that. And then I need the same again, but I'm going to twist it. There. Oh, you can right click and no, I thought you could make it straight. 90. There we go. shrink it down. No, it's wonky. Why is it doing that? I'm sure you can just right click and straight. How do I do that? Why can't I do it? Make it straight. 90. Okay. And so then that will go like that. And duplicate. There. Duplicate again. And you can see, I don't want it all to be that it's all about like measurable things. So I've put, they've been kind, they've been helpful, because I think that is just as important. That's upsetting me that they are not equal. That is very upsetting. What can I do? Make the... Right, let me have a little play. Printed them out. And I've also got my laminator. So I've gone, I did some colour, and then I did after school little like flow chart. So it's snack, homework, music practice, Duolingo, and then chores and tidy rooms. And I said to them, like, if you do a little bit every day, it's not going to be like hours and hours of tidying your room. It'll just be 2 minutes. And then weekends, they are the time slots that they can choose to have some gaming, but not all the time. Okay, all done. To cool. I'll pin these up on the wall, and it's time for lunch. Where's the thing? I haven't done in a couple of days is look after my starter, and as a result it's gone a bit sad. And ordinarily normally I would use this for something, but it's just been out on the side a bit too long, so it's got to be gone. Put it back into a clean jar. Bring it back to life. There we go. That's better. It's not so sloppy, it's a bit firmer. And that will bubble up nicely. Maybe by this evening, but I've left it a bit late. So I'll leave that, and I might do it this evening or tomorrow morning. See how we get on. So it's nearly time to go and get the children. I'm gonna have a flapjack to myself, but also I'm gonna take one each for the children. Well, there's only 2 of them today. Grace is going to a friend's house, but this can be their snack while we're at dance. Whereas before I would have given them crisps. Now, flapjacks are so easy to make. Have that, so I'm going to take that with me. Have that myself. I've got half an hour-ish before I have to go and get the children. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and just take some time for myself. As I say, I've just been feeling really, I don't know, not low. Well, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna go and talk about this in there. Hang on. So what I was gonna say was, I've been feeling a bit low recently, and so I wanted just to come and take some time, which I'm going to do, working through. I have a moon journal, so I follow the moon cycle every month, so that, you know, there's more energy as it's going from a new moon to a full moon, and then the energy dwindles as we go back towards a new moon again. And today actually is a full moon. You'll be watching this tomorrow, so belated happy full moon. I also, something that I really love to do, and recently, what with everything, the decorating and the chaos, I haven't been doing recently, but normally every day I pull an oracle card, and these are goddess oracle cards, and they are just beautiful. The illustrations are really lovely. You know, so here's Persephone. Can you see her? Where is she? Beautiful. Hestia. There, you see her, beautiful. Anyway, so normally I pull a card every single day, but recently I've just not been, I haven't had the headspace, but that's not what I want to talk about. I want to do that in a minute and just like recenter myself. What I did want to talk to you about, something that I realised, I suppose, the other day. I was watching, and I wish I could tell you who, but I can't remember. But I was watching, there was a video somebody shared on Instagram, and it was around ADHD and autistic tendencies. The person in question is both autistic and has ADHD. But she was talking about her inability to attribute feelings correctly. So that will not make any sense to you. bear with me. But how often do you find yourself feeling really low and sad, right? I find myself feeling sad quite often, and then like my husband will be like, but what's making you sad? Why are you sad? And I'm not sad. I know I'm happy, but I just feel sad, but I'm not sad. You know, if you've had a baby and you've, you know, those day 4 blues where you're just irrationally sad. It's a bit like that. You feel in your core really sad, like down in the dumps, low, but you're not actually sad. Now, this is different to depression, where you feel like there's no reason to be feeling sad, but you do feel absolutely sad. So it's not quite the same as that, not to the same extent. But for me, this woman, what she was talking about was how people with, whether they have full-blown autism or ADHD or just tendencies towards, label negative emotions as sad. So you feel sad, not a lot of the time, but you know, if you feel a negative emotion, your body feels it as sad. And you might just be really confused and think, but I'm not sad, like I'm perfectly happy, I love my family, and I'm, you know, there's nothing making me sad. But you just feel sad, and it's because there's something wrong in your brain and the way that it's wired. It just goes negative feeling, sad. And there is a proper name for it. Again, can't remember. I'll look it up and put it in the comments, in the box underneath. But essentially, it's like a misdirection. And what you really need to think about is, okay, I'm not actually sad. I recognise I'm not actually sad. So what am I feeling that my body and my brain is going sad? Quite often it could be overwhelmed, it could be stressed, it could be tired, it could be lonely or bored, and you need to look at what has led up to this feeling of sad and address the problem that is. So for me, the other day, I just was feeling really sad. I felt really low and I just couldn't shift the mood. And I remembered, this was ages ago that I saw this woman's video, and I remembered and I thought, oh my God, I don't feel sad. I know I don't feel sad. What am I actually feeling? And I sat there and I really thought about it, and I thought, you know what, I've taken on a lot with this, making everything from scratch. We're decorating every week, every available minute. We're decorating, so there's no rest. I've overwhelmed myself with all the cooking and all of it, and I've been really trying to get back into vlogging again, and I just realised I was burnt out. Simple as that. But my brain was registering as sad. So I felt this feeling of just heaviness and sadness. As soon as I addressed it and thought, no, I feel burnt out, and just a bit overwhelmed and just a bit like tired, I could then address the root problem and go, okay, I just need to rein it in. I need to try and create more balance instead of just gung-ho the whole time. I need to have moments of calm and rest, like, you know, filling out my moon journal and just, you know, doing mindful things, go to bed a bit earlier so to, you know, undo the tiredness. And then I just felt better and I felt happy again. I just wanted to share that with you because I'd never even considered, I just thought a lot of my adult life I've just felt a bit sad, unexplained sadness. And I mean, I have, you know, after having William, I did go through a period of I wouldn't say it was full-blown depression, but just of sad, you know, and it probably was just overwhelm. I don't know, but my body, my brain labels anything that is a negative as sad. And actually it's just thinking, right, what has led up to this? Maybe I'm not sad. Maybe I'm, you know, overwhelmed or stressed or tired or lonely or frustrated, you know. And something that's really good. Where is my phone? What's really useful is if you search on Google for feelings wheel, you'll find, I mean, you won't be able to read this. Ha! There it is. That is a feelings wheel. Now, in the centre, it has got bad. So this is how you feel. You feel bad, you feel surprised, happy, sad, disgusted, angry, or fearful. And then from that, so let's take, what's that one? Where's sad? Blue is sad. Underneath sad, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then under that are more. So if I read them out, we've got sad, lonely, vulnerable, despair, guilty, depressed, hurt. And then spreading out from that is embarrassed, disappointed, inferior, empty, remorseful, ashamed, powerless, grief, fragile, victimised, abandoned, isolated. See, and basically it's going, do you know, I don't feel any of those. Then you can go round through the wheel, you know, and actually it might turn out that I mean, I probably felt bad rather than sad. And there's tired, and then going out from that is overwhelmed, pressured, rushed, out of control. That definitely was me. And once you're able to properly name the feeling, you can then work out, okay, how am I going to fix that feeling rather than just sad? Because my husband was like, what can we do to cheer you up? I was like, but I'm not sad. I don't need cheering up. So it wasn't helping labelling it as sad, but my whole life I've always just labelled, it's not even deliberate, it's my brain just goes, you feel sad. And there's psychologies behind all of that, which I won't go into, but I'll look up the proper name for it. I can't remember what it's called. But it's interesting. So if you ever feel like you just feel sad, but you just don't really understand why, take a look at the feelings wheel, think about what has led up to it, and reassign the feeling, you know, to the proper feeling, not just sad, and then you can address the root cause, because you don't need cheering up if you're not actually sad.
This is a reminder.
Anyway, so just thought I'd share that with you because I found it really interesting as an insight into my own brain. You might just be sitting there going, that I've never felt that in my life. I know straight away that I feel lonely or stressed or whatever. Fine. But if you're like me and your brain just labels everything as sad, then hopefully this will help. Anyway, I'm gonna pull a card, see what today's guidance is, although the day's nearly over, and just have some chill time before it's time to go and get the children and spend my evening at dance. I will see you next week. Take care.